Hi, my name is Michiel van der Leeuw. I'm the technical director on Killzone 2, and today we'll be taking a look at the E3 2007 trailer. As you can see here, the trailer is running in the background. We made quite a lot of changes since we made it in 2007, so let's just stop it right here and pull in our actual release footage from the game. As you can see, in 2007, Sev's got a different haircut and Rico looks a lot younger. There's also a lot of changes that we made. We upped the color a little bit, and lots of the technology changed, of course, from 2007 until the time the game was released. So we're going to continue the movie, and we're going to pull up some statistics so you can see what's actually going on under the hood while we're playing off this video. Okay, so here we got the statistics that I normally see when I look at the game. I actually mostly play the game with all of these numbers on. Roughly speaking, on the left hand side you can see everything that's related to the main CPU of the machine, and on the right hand side you see lots more of the graphic side of it. Most of the numbers are in the green, which is an easy way to see that this cutscene is pretty much, on target. You'll actually see some dips and some red numbers later on, but I'll show you in a little bit more detail when I pull up even more numbers to see exactly what's going on there. So let's turn on the extended debug view. So here we can actually see all of the activity in the PlayStation 3 at the same time. At the top you see the SPUs and everything, but first let's go into those moments of redness I was talking about. If you can see the lighting strike hit right there, you can see that at the right hand side the GPU time is actually over budget here. So at this moment it's actually dropping frames. But because everything is so frantic, you hardly see it, and sometimes we use that in cutscenes. We favor a big explosion over actually running 30 frames a second. One dropped frame is not something you're going to notice, but a big fireball is something you will. So what's going on here? You see lots of frantic bars running at the top. Those are actually SPUs in the PS3 working. For people who don't know, the SPU is actually part of the cell processor inside the PS3. We got 8 of these SPUs and something else called a PPU, so basically it's like a 9-core chip. As you can see, they're being used quite a lot, but it's not really practically full, because cutscenes are not really heavy. You don't have a lot of AI running around. Although if you look at the game logic at the lower level, there's actually 16 humanoids running around on the ground, because we wanted to have some theater of war, some explosions in the background. So those guys downstairs are actually firing real weapons at each other while we're rendering the cutscene. Here we are at the lighting strike again. Let me move out of the scene a little bit. There's a lot of stuff going on in this scene, so it's a bit difficult to explain everything that we do to make a cutscene like this look good. But I can just fly around a little bit to just show you how good it looks on the outside, but also how it breaks apart if it's not exactly the lighting situation that we're thinking about. This is the motion vector, so the purple colors actually indicate stuff that's moving, while the brownish stuff at the background is actually static. And if we fly out of the intruder now, you see all the green boxes represent particle systems. And let's fly out around the scene a little bit, so let's just follow the other intruder if we can find it. And then just came offline. Let's see. So this is a viewpoint you won't typically see when you move around. As you can see, we're actually rendering the entire city already. It's already loaded into memory while the cutscene is playing. That's also because when you land on the surface for the first time, you actually smoothly go in from cutscene right into gameplay. So it's important for us that we didn't have like a loading moment at the moment where we cut from one scene to another. So as you see here, we're really focused on these two intruders flying around. There's lots of stuff going on, guys are all skinned, but there's actually also a full war going on at the bottom of the pit. So deep down, guys are actually fighting, and the arc cannon is actually firing at us. Something else you might see is that we're actually running a lot of graphics jobs on the SPUs. There's particles, there's lights, there's geometry being rendered. We do lots of light probes, which is a way to make objects blend in with the environment. And in some of the scenes in the game, that kind of sometimes stacks up to like all 5 of the SPUs, or nearing on the 6 of them that we basically keep for spare. So here we are almost at the moment where we're going to land for the first time on Blood Meridian. As you can see from the SPU time, which is the big column almost to the right of your screen, there's a lot of stuff running on the SPUs. Those are actually all of the different job types that we're running, and that's the stuff that really unlocks the power of the SPU time. As you can see at the top of them, some of them are called AI.cover, line of fire, obstacle avoidance, and that's all because the AI is already running even while we're in a cutscene. So when we land, all of the AI already has seen the intruder coming in, knows where we are because they've been reasoning about us while we were flying. So as you can see, we're doing quite a lot on SPUs already, and we're bound to do a lot more in the future. Well, that was it for me, this week's IGN Developer Diary. Hope to see you next week for the last installment. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye.